Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulu Tech Designs, and I'm your boy Lulu Mark. We are here on Revit with a fresh tip for you to navigate Revit. Today we're going to talk about the project browser, because this is one component where you do a lot of things. When we jump to Revit, for me I've already opened my Revit. This is Revit 2026, and the project browser is on the right. Now I'm going to show you scenarios where you don't find the project browser on your right. First of all, sometimes the project browser sits, let me show you something here. There. Sometimes the project browser sits here on the bottom of properties, and if you find it like this, you can either use it from here or you can change the position. So I always love to drag it like this. I bring it towards the right so that it sits alone, because I need to use it without the interference of the properties. Now it is here. In the project browser, when everything's like this, maybe one more scenario that I need to show you. Sometimes you may find a scenario where the project browser is not also shown below the properties, and on your right it's nowhere to be seen. And then you get stuck. That's basically for beginners. It happens and it's normal. So when you get stuck, what you do, you just right click on the interface, you come to browsers, then you look for project browser, you click on it, and then your project browser will appear on the screen. So now in the project browser you will see views. There's views, and in a bracket they say all. We have legends, we have schedules, we have quantities sorry, we have seats, we have families, we have groups. Of course, most times we start our project from the views, this view all, and then basically if you are going towards the right, you will find this is just an orientation of what is shown down here. So these are basically the same things. Now when I click on this plus sign where the view is, you'll see all these things. You'll see the floor plans, the ceiling plan, the elevations, that is building elevations. All these are hidden in the views. Of course, you need these ones a lot when you're starting to design. First of all, in your floor plan, you'll be able to see the levels or the floors that you have created or you're using for your house. By default, they will show you level 1, level 2, and site. But sometimes you don't need level 1 and level 2. Sometimes you need something else. Sometimes you need more than level 1 and 2. Sometimes you need less than level 1 and 2. Sometimes you need foundation, ground, what, all those stuffs. This is where you can manipulate this and create something custom to your design. Now, if you want to create levels here, you come to these elevations. You don't do it from the floor plans. You come to elevations. You open any of the elevations, that's east, north, south, and west. You open any of these, and then you'll start creating these levels, customize them according to what you prefer, and then they will appear here. For example, if I just open this south, so you'll see these lines are here. If I want to rename this, I'll just click on the line. I'll maybe zoom a little bit with the middle part of the key, the mouse. Then I'll just name this maybe roof level. And then the floor to floor height, I can change it as well. You can just click on it. I change it to 3.5 meters. And then this 0 is always the ground floor, so I will write this the ground floor, because that's where the ground starts from, ground level. And then it's 0. Of course, if I want to create another level, for example foundation, I'll just look for levels. When you come to architecture, you go towards your right, you'll see levels here. If you can't see it, the shortcut is LL. You click LL twice, you'll be able to see levels. And if you can't do that, you can simply click on this line. You come to create similar. This shortcut is CS, and then you'll be able to create another level here. So when you see these dotted lines have appeared, that means they are aligning with what you already have on your interface. So you can click from one point, you just move your mouse to the other. But of course, I'll cancel, I'll start from this side, and I can still see those dotted lines. Then I'll drag here. When you reach a point where there are also dotted lines, you can leave it there. Now you have simply created this. You can rename it. So I'll also rename this as foundation level. And then foundation, I can say it's going to be, let's say 1.5, just like that. Now you realize something here. When you come to your floor plans, it already shows the ground floor that we have just created. It shows the roof level we have created. The site is default, but our foundation level is not showing here. And looking at this, you see the foundation level is shown with this black head. These ones are blue. That means this one is nowhere to be seen. So we need to turn it to blue, and we should make it visible on the floor plan. So you'll simply go to your view, you look for the view tab, you click on view, then from view you look for floor plans. Now there's this plan views, you drop down this plan views, you select a floor plan. From here you'll see the floor plans or the levels that you have created but not shown in the floor plans. You'll see them here. If you had many, it will list them here, and you can select all of them. You simply click OK, and you tick here where they say do not duplicate existing views. So you simply click OK. It will open up the level, and this turns to blue. Now in the floor plans you should be able to see our foundation. So yeah, that is basically how you can achieve that. Of course, in the ceiling plan, it will show only the ground level and the roof level. It doesn't show the foundation. In the ceiling plan here, you can be able to create ceilings and all stuff like that. Basically, for the elevations, that's how you can create your levels. Of course, when you have started designing, you can also use the elevations to show the different sides of the house, so that you'll be able to know where specific elevation is. Then we have let me see, legends, we have schedules, we have sheets. These are basically now for detailing. When you have started detailing, you'll be able to create sheets. I think we shall also create a video where we have sheets. We shall be able to create sheets, and then we shall be able to create color legends when we are tagging rooms. So yeah, basically that is what I wanted to show you in the project browser. If you found this useful, please make sure you subscribe to Lulua Tech Designs, and of course, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.